August 8th, 2024. Dr. D is a 31-year-old second-year postgraduate. She's a trainee doctor, a resident, if you will, and she's working at the RG Car Hospital. She's about to work a 36-hour shift.
What?
Yeah, she's on call for 36 hours, so technically she gets to take breaks and sleep. But 36 hours on call is a lot. It's not going to be an easy 36 hours. I don't think any on-call shift is ever easy. But at this particular hospital, there's a running joke. They say this is the hierarchy at RG Car. Professor, associate, assistant, senior resident, matron, nurse, stray dogs, cockroaches and termites that live in the ward, junior resident third year, junior resident second year, and then finally junior resident first year. She's junior resident second year. The fourth wife ended up passing away from cancer. His mother-in-law said about him, he used to drink and beat up my daughter. He once assaulted her when she was 3 months pregnant. She lost the child. We got her married to him because he claimed he worked with the Kolkata police, which would be a very respectable, honorable position. Further allegations allege that he molested a female doctor once and received no disciplinary action. And all of this is made even more alarming by the fact that he is apparently a trained boxer. They found scratch marks on Sanjay's body during the arrest that match the skin and blood samples that were taken from Dr. D's nails, to which they claim he responds with a lot of just, hang me if you want. Like, he seems rather arrogant. It's a state-run hospital, meaning government-funded, aka funded by taxpayers. But this hospital has been known for being shady. According to the Times of India, RG Car Medical College was known to scam sick patients. Apparently, if a patient really needed help, they could pay their way in. Because like I said, it's understaffed, on theme with ridiculous responses. Another state-run hospital released an advisory, is what they called it, for women in their hospital and school to read and to follow the instructions, which is already frustrating because a woman died in the hospital. Women don't need advice. Women don't need input. Women need protection, and women need men to follow the rules. But the advisory urges women to avoid situations where they are alone. This isn't a workplace, by the way. You don't really get to make that decision, and that, first of all, shouldn't even be advice, generally speaking. But imagine you're at work, and your manager is like, hey, go down to the stock room and grab some more supplies. So now there's multiple theories circulating online, right? Which is that this mob either came in to destroy evidence inside the hospital, because it would be very suspicious. All eyes are on this hospital right now. If the hospital starts destroying evidence, doing things, overturning stuff, getting rid of papers, getting rid of the medicine that's been swapped, allegedly, then it would be very suspicious. However, if you have 1,000 people coming in, even if you find medicine that's been, quote, swapped, then you could be like, yeah, well, the chain of command has been broken. We don't know who's touched that. Anyone could have touched that. Anyone could have come in and done that. The government in power, the people in power, pushed back saying that they had all these barriers in place to prevent vandalism or a mob, but suddenly about 7,000 people came storming in. They did what they could. They fired tear gas. Police officials were getting injured. They tried, but it's 7,000 people. To which the High Court pushed back. If 7,000 people were able to enter and do this, it's hard to believe that state failure wasn't there. The argument being that maybe it's more acceptable if 15 people slip through the cracks. But if you're talking 7,000 people, the organization that would be required to even get to the location, you're telling me no police officers saw them coming in?
Yeah.
They're saying it's just a lack of security entirely, which I will say it doesn't seem to be 7,000 people. They're not trying to say, I defend the people in power. I defend the opposing party. They're not even putting their political biases. I would say across the board, most Indian netizens feel like everybody in power is just messing things up. They're so corrupt. The police are also now seemingly backtracking on everything. They say, we never said there was only one person. We said we are waiting for scientific evidence. It takes time. They also express their frustrations with the public. They argue that the public just wants them to arrest people. The police commissioner states he can't just arrest people willy-nilly. He said, I'm angry. I'm extremely angry at what has happened. We have not done anything wrong. Because of this malicious media campaign, the police have lost the trust of the people because of this. Many people have been comparing this case to the bus rape incident where a young student was gang essayed and murdered on a bus. Yes, but also a lot of people are comparing it to a few other cases that have happened. And I don't want to say compare. I don't think anyone's sitting there like, let me compare which one is worse. It's just a reminder of when this happened, we all thought it would never happen again. And here we are. It has happened again. And right now, The demands are obviously justice, swift, painful justice to all perpetrators. But also, they want an official written apology from the hospital, which I'm hoping could serve for a lawsuit by the victim's family, a judicial investigation, and compensation for the victim's family. Many netizens have commented, the CBI taking over the case should not lead to it being quietly buried. The urgent need of the hour is swift justice and the harshest punishment for the culprits. No one who committed this barbaric act should be spared.